see if this shit works. Can I make this bigger? Can I pop this out? This little element right here. Seems to be the only tile I cannot move. The fuck? I don't move them up and down. Whatever. Hi, is this thing live? Hello. Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi amigos? It is I, Le Vexian. We're back. Let's log into the tool that allows me to... Oh, shit. I've opened up a Counter-Strike stream on my other monitor. Didn't necessarily mean to do that, but it's welcomed, I suppose. I'm going to go to restream.io. Again, I pay $50 a month for this tool for it to not stream 1920 by 1080, but whatever. It's not even remotely mad about that specific outcome. Not remotely mad. Stream not started yet. Now, why is that? Oh, it has started. Haha. All right, what are you guys doing? Ask me questions and shit. If you guys don't ask me questions and I just fucking sit here doing nothing, I will be quite sad. But we're live. We're back at it. I went live yesterday for like an hour. It was kind of fun. Yeah, so you guys better ask me questions. What's up, bro? Hello, Mr. Dexter, man. Yeah, we've done it twice. What's crazy to me is how valuable the YouTube live streams are. I was unprepared for this specific outcome. Which, you know, probably should have made some sense. Like, YouTube live streams kind of fire. El Fuego, some would say. But we're back. If you guys have any good questions, ask me. If you guys have a bad question, you're banned from the chat. That's the rule today. Bad questions equal ban. Good questions get responses. So if you ask me a bad question, you're banned for the stream. You're timed out 1 hour and you're cooked, bro. You're just straight cooked. So yeah, it's the rules. How's it going? I got my first video back today for a new channel. We are fucking cooked, chat. We are cooked. Like it's over. Still waiting for a good YouTube video today. Do you know any Roblox channels I should follow? I'm trying to get into that niche. It depends on what you're trying to do. Do you want to do like girls content, boys content? Do you want to do broad content? Do you want to like a specific game? Like there's a lot. Like Callus Blocks is probably the biggest one that you should follow just in general. I think K is pretty good. K is a good shout. Fulton's a good shout. I think it's really good. If you want like RP stuff, I think Alaska Violet has like pretty good RP ideas. So yeah. I finally found good music today. I commented in the last stream that there's no good music. I was able to find some today through happenstance, which is the best type of music. It's like Russian hyperpop. It's pretty fire. It's pretty fire. Pretty good. Pretty hype. Kind of a cool channel name, cool idea. Yeah, Kalis Blocks is good, K is good, and then Fulton. All probably like the top 3. I say that, but then I'm gonna skip the song because it has the same bass line as all the other songs, which is understandable. It's a good bass line. You guys have 1 hour. I need to put a timer above the webcam. Call them like hour long streams. Just knock them out. Just fucking knock them out. I'm gonna do work after this. It's pretty cool. I got some new shoes. Got a lot of new shoes. Very excited about those new shoes that I have. I bought 10 pair, maybe 12 pair. I got 4 Dunks, 2 Air Force Ones, some Yeezys, a few pairs of Vans, and some other stuff. Do you have a hack for ideation? I find things that may be popping off in my niche. When I tried to recreate it, it fails, but I'm only 800, so I'm not sure what. what if that factors? Well, you're trying to recreate stuff that's already popping off. You need to like find what's popping off and like try to find a banger. So for example, I literally just sent this idea to a client no more than 2 hours ago. It was why Mexican players struggle in the Premier League or like struggle in Europe. And then the thumbnails, it's like, it's not what you think. And he does a football channel. So I was just like, okay, what we should do is we should do this video. I'm not going to tell you the video because there's some narcs in here, but it was that same format, which is why X struggles in Y. And I think that's a banger. I think it's going to do really well. But like, you don't want to recreate things. You want to like take a format that's good and like twist it to like what you know, or if you have like a unique angle and then like exploit it that way. It's the best way to go about doing it, in my opinion. I've been watching a lot of sports content recently. It's pretty good. Sports content, it's good. It's a good way to interact with sports. Watching Counter-Strike on my other monitor right now. You guys can't even tell. Can't even tell what's going on. My team got knocked out, of course, because they're fucking dog shit frauds, but no big deal. If I could just have a couple $100 million so I could buy a Counter-Strike team, that'd be cool. You watching any COD? I need to respond to your DM. I've just been busy today. No, I've not. I watch a replay mode video every once in a while. But not really. But Tito, are you watching the NBA? I know you watch the NBA occasionally. My team just made playoffs. I'm so excited as a Spurs fan. Life is good. Life is very good. No, I haven't watched any gaming content recently, to be honest. I'm kind of like out on gaming at the moment. So yeah, as a Spurs fan, Wemby is fun to watch. So is Stephon Castle. So is Harper. So is De'Aaron Fox. I think they're really good. I think they're really, really, really good. Vassell's good too. If you were gonna do a trade, you'd have to trade Vassell. But like honestly, like the team is so good and the bench is so deep, like you don't want to trade anyone because it's like a ridiculous fucking roster, man. You can't trade a single player. They're all good. I was gonna make this a space, a Twitter space, and like fix my room. So right now I'm in my office. My bed is over there behind the camera. You guys can't see it, but it's like a tiny room. So I've acquired a second room in my house, which will be my bedroom and my closet. And I was gonna do the thing where I was like, oh, I'm just unboxing all my shoes, putting away all my new pants, things like that. But I'm doing this instead. So yeah. Any thoughts on Life as X videos? I mean, it's a type of video for sure. I don't know if I love it. I think it's kind of overdone. I think like it being hyper niche would be kind of cool. Like your life as Naruto, your life as Hokage, your life as the Pirate King could be interesting. I haven't seen that done yet, but could be cool. My fucking stomach is so upset. For lunch, I had sushi, half a rotisserie chicken, and potato bacon soup. No one's ever had that combo ever. I'm the first one ever to do that for sure. So now my stomach is fucking brutally upset, but it was so yummy. Ooh, I tested products that wanted to sponsor me. Banger. Save to watch later. That's insane. It was insanely tasty. Lemon pepper chicken rotisserie. Oh my god, so good. It's all good. I think like the YouTube goats. Well, first of all, I think like most YouTubers over like 10 million subs are like incredibly boring. I don't know if I have any goats. I like Hang Time a lot. I like Hang Time as a person. I think like Hang Time as a person, just like an upstand guy, like stand up guy. I think his content is really good, and I think it's like really, really, really reflective of who he is. Same thing with Ryan. I think it's very authentic. What's it, Mr. Zen? I like smaller ones. There's a channel called Super Ordinary, which is one of my favorite channels of all time. I really like the guy that like breaks down the sports shit, which is like athlete's eye, like this guy right here. I'll just bring it up. Athlete's eyes. This Michael McClevey guy is like kind of the fucking goat. Michael McCalvey. Like this guy just makes the craziest fucking most fire shit. Always, like all the time, bro. Like this shit is insane. Like his most recent 2 videos are fucking nuts, bro. Like this banger after banger after banger. Like, oh, dude, this guy's kind of like, this guy might be like my favorite YouTuber right now, actually. Oh, that's fire.
As a species, we don't have a lot of weapons, at least natural ones. We also aren't that fast.
Like, bro, this is insane. Are you watching this? This is fucked. Like, hello? This is insane.
That racehorse, whatever the hell it is, clocked about 35 miles an hour. It wasn't even trying. This brings up a logical thought. 4 legs must be much better than 2. Looking at the fastest animals, we see a lot of...
Look at this shit, bro. Whoever this guy's editor is like Hall of Fame GOAT, by the way.
We are the fastest slow runners of all time. Our running endurance didn't evolve by accident. We earned it by chasing dinner, slowly. Humans could jog at speeds that other mammals have to gallop, forcing other mammals to heat up more over long distances. At least that was the theory. Recently, some researchers have contested that we lack objective data to support this, arguing that humans may be giving themselves too much endurance credit. However, it doesn't really explain everything. Dr. Lieberman told me he raced 53 horses. He beat 40 of them. That guy's not exactly young. Let's look at the purest endurance test we have. The greatest example we have of endurance is running. There's no action more straightforward than muddling away on one of these machines until you're tired.
Fire. Have you ever worked with streamers? If so, what would build them up on YouTube? If you were a variety streamer, if you were a variety streamer, you're cooked, bro. You just gotta get a job at a 9 to 5. Like variety streamers is cooked. You need to like. I've worked with tons of streamers. And all of it is like focused on one game and creating content. So there's that. There's that there. What is even this thumbnail, bro? New Donford video. Oh shit, is this a banger? Fuck, watch later. That looks like a classic. noon, another banger. A lot of bangers today. Yeah, if you're gonna do variety streaming, like you're really fucked in a lot of ways, man. That's hard to explain. Dude, I might go to bed. I'm kind of tired. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping in a way that's like strange. Why do you think Jinxie gets so many more viewers than I Show Speed? I think it's relative, and I think you're probably wrong about that. I bet Speed gets like relative viewers, like probably more. I don't know. I think his content. I think I'll put it this way. I think Speed probably gets more total viewership. I think Jinxie's content on YouTube is just better YouTubeified. Like it's better optimized for YouTube. It's a good question. I'd have to look into it because now I'm questioning it. But like Speed's content is like all like it's less consistent by nature, I think. You think air fryer videos still get views? Absolutely, like without question. But like Jinxie's content is very optimized for YouTube. That's my take. Like what I mean by that, it's not like good YouTube content. I guess it is good YouTube content, but like when he streams, it's very easy to turn what he streams into a YouTube video. Much more difficult for someone like Speed to do the same thing. As for generational run, not too sure about that. I think it's just like a run. Like when Ludwig was on his rise, like it was pretty it was pretty similar. Even on collab videos. Yeah, but like I also think like here's something that's also interesting to note. I think like first of all, I think it's a cultural thing. Like Ronaldo does like whatever the fuck Ronaldo does, which is like variety, where Jinxie like is like very focused on one thing and it's very easy to scale one vertical quickly. Because you're building one audience. Where like Ronaldo has to build an audience, people that like Ronaldo, but like Jinxie can play Rocket League and the Rocket League people will watch him. Like it's a little bit of a different like ecosystem. Like, hold on. Can we fucking load the videos? I click go live and my YouTube just becomes anemic. Yeah, like I don't know, like he just gets 1.3 million views a video. Like I don't know if this is generational. It's like the total mass of his audience. Like I don't know, like it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't seem generational to me. It seems like very average. But like I will say, like I think Jinxie is like a better view vector than someone like Ronaldo or whatever. Like, because you can go to any game and like the people from that game will watch Jinxie plus Jinxie's like core audience. Where it's like, I think that's objectively not true for someone like Ronaldo. Like, Ronaldo's core audience will follow him anywhere, but I don't think he's a big enough draw and impact where he's like, I'm going to go play this game for the first time. For years. Yeah, but like, the thing is, like, I don't know if that's a generational run or like a flop. I think it's all about perspective. Like I would say like 1.3 million views a video for years is like cool, but it's like I would want 5 million views per video. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of capped. Like the consistency is commendable. You know, but like I don't know, like this is revolutionary. I like Jinxie. I'm not even like a Jinxie hater. I just think this is like it's cool that he's getting this, but it's like very middling. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, you know, it's fucking consistent. So. I also think a lot of his content, like, really, like, the other issue with, like, these, like, videos, like, it's by the way, it's fucking 10 times more impressive to get 1.3 million views on, like, a 30-minute video than it is a 3-hour video. Our faceless channel's cooked? Nah. Skill issue. I mean, I literally don't go on Twitter. Like I have my like if I open my Twitter right now, I'm gonna say that, and it's gonna be the most racist thing you've ever seen, of course. But if I open my Twitter, like this is what's on Twitter right now for me. This is how my Twitter looks. I have not consumed Twitter content in probably a month and a half now. This is how I interact. I'm not gonna open my DMs, but like this is what I see. That's it. But maybe I don't know. It might be cooked. I doubt it. Anyone complaining is just like skill difference. Banger. But this is a pretty interesting video. What setting that is in Twitter? It's not a setting. It's 4 completely different browser extensions in tandem to get that outcome so I don't consume Twitter content. Because like when I was consuming Twitter content, I was such a miserable fucking person. Oh my god, huge Counter-Strike situation. Oh my god, and they got clavicular in the thumbnail. We might have to sit down and learn something about Counter-Strike. Actually, I just don't give a shit. You know what I just realized? This is just not a good use of 30 minutes of my time. Even like fucking 10 minutes of my time at 3x speed. Kind of a cool thumbnail. I mean, objectively a banger as well. What the fuck? I'm getting some bangers today. Why I ghosted my day ones? Hey, fuck it. I'm curious to see. Who? Greg Guvera. Intriguing. Are you still working on Couch Co-op? Yes! We have a video that is objectively, it is done. It is on the channel. I just can't upload it yet. And the reason why I can't upload it is I'm waiting for my editor to make a second one because the first one was so delayed that I was like, if I upload this one and it's another 4 weeks before the next one, that will not work. So I'm going to get 2 in the backlog, upload one, and then schedule the next one 2 weeks later, which will then allow us to like be like on pace again. Because I'm going to be completely honest. Like I cannot afford to upload a video and then wait a month for the next video. So I'm waiting, like the second one will be done Monday. That will get uploaded to the channel, and then the one that is on the channel will go live like next week, and then I'll schedule the next one from 2 weeks from then. So I'll be in Japan, and then when I get back, we should have another one like the week I get back, and then we can upload that one. So then we'll have like a good process again. Chad, you guys have any plans for travel this year? I'm going to Japan April 1st, which is hype about that. And then after Japan, I'm gonna be in. Well, I'll come back to America. Then over the summer, I think I'm gonna go to Newfoundland, but I also kind of want to go to Oman. Oman seems kind of cool. Maybe like not right now, but like once we figure out what's going on over there in Iran, maybe I'll go to Oman. Oman seems pretty fun. Seems like a cool place to chill and lock in. And then I'm going to Korea. Little light trips. Oh, then I'm gonna go to, I think I said this. I'm gonna go to Newfoundland, Canada. Seems kind of fun. I like Speed a lot. Speed's a good channel for people that ask, like banger channels. It's just like a very high quality, consistent channel that I like. Speed's good. This song sucks. Bad song. I hate this song. That is a good song, but I don't want to listen to it right now. Oh, I can just tell this is a good song with that bass line. Then the vocals are gonna suck, and I'm gonna crash the fuck out, chat. I've got a hot take. Any tips on working with a partner? You have to be pretty aligned, and you have to split work pretty evenly. So like with Couch Co-op, I'm very aligned with my partner on that. Like we want to make cool like content. And then we split the work evenly, where I do like the mental work, and they do the actual like script writing and the voiceover. Then we have an editor, but that's not a partner. And then my partner on my network of channels that I'm working on is like our single goal is like make as much money as possible. So we're pretty aligned there. But you need to have alignment, and then you need to have like split work 50-50. Because if like one person does more work than the other, or like it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't even have to be man hours. Like on Couch Co-op, my partner on Couch Co-op spends more time doing the script and the voiceover than I do like my stuff. But like the split of work has to have equal impact. And it has to be like very clear to each other that the work that you're doing has equal impact. Because like someone might work 40 hours and you're only working 4 hours a week. Well, like how is that fair? But if like the guy that does 4 hours of work a week has incredibly high impact, like equal to like the 40 hours of work, then it's like it's useful. Like you basically have to live in a symbiotic relationship where it's like what you do is good and what I do is good, and like it achieves like your end goal, which should be your alignment. Your end goal should be your alignment. So it works out really well. But like I've had other partnerships that have just been not very good, not like bad, but like we weren't aligned, or like expectations weren't like set properly, or like whatever. And like I think that is bad, because it sets like a bad precedent, and it sets like a bad like expectations for both. So like both of you are let down in your own unique ways. But yeah, you need alignment and then distribution of work with equal impact. Yeah, this song's just good. I'm so fucking tired, man. I'm tired. You guys got 35 more minutes to ask me good questions. We're gonna play Tradle real fast while you guys queue up the questions. I don't know if that answers your partner question very well. Tradle time. Are you a fan of Marvel or DC? I don't know. It's a good question. Probably DC. If I had to take like a stab at it. Gold. This has got to be Columbia, man. Or yeah, it's got to be Columbia. I'm guessing Columbia. South of Colombia. Maybe Venezuela then. Well, no, because it has crustaceans, so it has to be a coastal city or a coastal country. Could this be Peru? Peru's probably too far. Are we fucking dead ass? All right, so it has to be Venezuela then. Which seems incorrect. Farther away than Colombia, Peru, and Venezuela. Oh, is it Ecuador? Let's fucking go! It's Ecuador! Banger alert! What about the exit clause? You generally don't want to partner with people that you could exit with. That's like, I think, pretty good advice. Like, if you partner with people and you have to like build in an exit clause, it's not a good partnership. Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's probably good to have like a safety like backup. But also for partnerships, so this is something that a friend told me, which I think is very valuable. With partnerships, you should do something like this, where it's like you guys can own 50-50 of the company. That's fine, or the profit share, or whatever it is. But someone needs 51% decision making on business stuff, and then the other person gets 51% decision making on like micro. So someone gets like a 51% decision making on macro, and then you like 51% on micro. I think that's pretty good. That way, it's like, if you guys get stuck in a head, someone just can like own like the outcome and just be like, all right, we're just doing this. And then the other person's like, okay, cool. But yeah, if you have to have like an exit clause in your partnership, it's not a good partnership in my opinion. And maybe that's like naivety, but I think that's pretty useful. Just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Not good. That would be the potato bacon soup, I think. Oh my God. Hello, Sean. What's good, little bro? If I remember correctly, you're a little bro. My stomach hurts so bad. Dude, a little nap sounds so good. Banger. Oh, banger idea. The fuck? That's a banger. So interesting. Oh. A lot of good content on my homepage today. This he the Lion guy, by the way, chat, I think will be a pretty big gaming YouTuber. I think he's just like I think he's like one step away from like being a banger. Very big fan of him. Bum, bum, bum. If you fools don't ask questions on the stream, I'm not gonna sit here and scroll YouTube on stream. I'm gonna go lay down and the rest of like for like 5 minutes because my stomach's killing me, bruh. Bum, bum. Chat, you guys team Claude or team GPT? I've been using Claude a lot recently. It's pretty useful actually. And then it just gives better outputs. Hello, Yasminal. Kind of a banger use of thumbnail. Ooh, Northern Line video, perfect food slap video. In what niches? Wait, what do you mean in what niches? Not a YT question, but tattoo tour. We can do a tattoo tour in a minute. I have a question. In what niches? Reframe the question. I'm confused by that. All right, tattoo tour. We can do a tattoo tour. I'll do a tattoo tour while you reframe that question. Claude covering watch related. I'm using Claude skills right now with just with all my knowledge. I use Lovable for like building minimal viable products and then even executing. I have like some cool Lovable tools. I'm not going to show them because I think there's a lot of private data in them in terms of like how much clients pay me. I have a like client tracking tool, and then like internal tools that give me an edge, but they're pretty useful. I think Claude is just a better product than GPT at this point. Tattoo tour, right, we can do that. I've got this tattoo on my finger. It's a sword. Because I wanted a finger tattoo really bad. And I also used to fence for like 6 years. So actually, I think 8 years in total. I used to fence. I've got the crown because my little logo at one point used to be, well, my logo still is technically. It's like a V and a crown. So I've got a V for Vexian. I've got the little crown. Just put them together as my logo. Because my logo for literally like since 2018 onwards, it's always been like some iteration of V, the crown on it. It's like changed over the years. I think I preferred like the one before this one, but the one I have now is kind of cool. Then I have the Wi-Fi Money Mafia tattoo, which is cool. Then I have some Latin. So the Latin script, it's 2 different scripts, which is Aduntis Fortuna Uvat, which is Fortune favors the bull, and then Ad Astra per Aspera, which is through aversion to the stars, which I think is pretty cool. Then I've got Luffy's little hat, because me and Luffy share a birthday, which is May 5th. What does Vexian mean? It's just my name. It doesn't mean anything. Then I got this tattoo here. So this tattoo is a rapier with 2 little masks on it. Like it's just like from an artist I liked a lot, that did like tattoo like artist work, and I thought that was really cool. Then I have silver because it's like my favorite element, of course. And then I have Frieren because it's my favorite anime of all time. Then I have another tattoo from the same artist that I liked a lot, which is, let's see if I can zoom in here. It's 3 swords and then like a little cloud and like a little like moon. It's pretty cool. Then I have the dark sigil from. There's probably a better way to show that, maybe. The dark sigil from Dark Souls, because it's my favorite game of all time. Then I have you can't see this one very well at all. Let me stand up. Got this one here, which is Creation. It's like the Michelangelo painting in the Sistine Chapel. Am I missing any? Oh, and then I have a pizza. I got this one for free. I got like a little pizza that's a skull. It's kind of cool. And then I have two on my legs. I have one which is also from the same artist, but I don't really like it that much anymore. It's like still a fine tattoo. It's just all it's all line work with no shading. And it's a little bit like my tattoo artist like made it like 50% bigger than I wanted it to be, and it's like fine, but like I just don't love it. Admittedly, so I'll probably either get it like lasered or covered up. Probably lasered. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch the next episode of season 2 right after this. I am watching season 2. It's pretty good. And then I have the logo from the cultist logo from Resident Evil 4 is tattooed on my other leg. It's also fucking huge. Like it is like the size of my entire hand, which again is like 50% bigger than I wanted it to be. It's like it's probably like 50% bigger than the dark sigil. And it's on my leg. It looks really good. The only thing is like I actually have no issues with it. I just wish it was a little bit smaller, but I'm not gonna get it removed. I'll just do like work around it. But I like it a lot. Resident Evil 4 is like one of my favorite games of all time. And like without Resident Evil 4, I just wouldn't be in this career because I was like, oh, gaming is sick, and then I became a gaming YouTuber, and then I became a YouTube strategist. My fault. My question is, how do I know, depending on niche, how important is editing compared to other skills like script writing, etc.? Oh, okay, that's much better. I think you have to look at your competitors and see like what the quality is of your competitors. So if you're like all your competitors have like low editing, then it's like okay, like or like mediocre editing. Maybe it's like you can come in with better editing and just redo their ideas, and you can have an advantage. But if it's all like low quality editing, you could also just do low quality editing and find like the gap in the market by ideas, or the gap in the market to editing. So if everyone has bad editing, you can make better editing. If everyone has bad editing, you can still do bad editing, but you just have to have better ideas. And if everyone has good editing, you need good editing. If that makes sense. And if no one is doing like anything interesting, you should be the first guy that does something interesting. Oh, tattoos. I have plans for more. There's like probably 3 or 4 more that I want to get like pretty soon for tattoos. I want to get right here. So like basically the same size as Creation on this side and the same place on my left arm. I want to get like a vampire's like lips, like biting, or like open, I think would be kind of cool. That's like the only one that I really want anytime soon. I would like to get the YouTube play button tattooed on me somewhere, and then like the YouTube up arrow somewhere else. I'll probably get another sword on this finger to match this one. I need to figure out what I want to do here. I have no idea what I want to do here. I've had like, I go back and forth all the time. Then on the front of my left forearm, I want Perseus holding up Medusa's head. And then on the front of my right forearm, I want Sisyphus, or no, I want either Sisyphus like with like the boulder or Atlas with the world. I think would be kind of cool. But it doesn't really make sense from my other tattoos. But yeah, I still need to figure out what I want on the back of this hand and what I want on the back of this hand. They're my clients. All the play buttons behind me are my clients. Every play button behind me is a client for now. I think by the end of this year that'll probably change. Will probably change. Technically, this one is like probably the closest one to being mine. It was like a group channel where I had like a pretty like decent impact in terms of videos, and I was like the creative director for it. I was also making videos because it was a group channel. So like if I'm gonna like claim one as mine, it'll be this one or this one, which is my best friend's channel. I helped get to 400k subs, which was like a lot of impact. But yeah, they're technically not mine. I would claim the Disrupt Gaming one as my own though, because like I did a fucking ridiculous amount of work on that channel to get it to where it was, and then the channel got fucking deleted, so it's cooked. Got sold to esports company, and the esports company shut down the channel. Which like I just never made sense to me. I do think the ranking videos on YouTube are a cash grab, but you could do it tastefully, so it's not. Well, I think it's dependent. Like, I think some ranking videos are like actually objectively interesting. There's a guy that ranks food, but not like food, but he'll be like ranking every type of protein, ranking every like vitamin. I don't think it's a cash grab because like there's like, a lot of science that goes behind it. I think it's objectively interesting. Do they gift them to you? In my contract, when they hit like a sub milestone, I get a play button. I'm a big fan of dubbing. I think dubbing is really smart. You should also dub in Spanish. Spanish, like you should probably be dubbing in Spanish. Like you should have a like every channel should probably have an English, Spanish, and Portuguese, or English, Spanish, French, English, Spanish, Portuguese version. Maybe Russian after the sanctions get lifted. No, I don't think it's gonna get reported. I think you're probably fine as long as like the content you're making is not like copying their script. I've actually never had that. I've never seen that happen. You guys have 15 minutes with me, and then I gotta go. I gotta go lay down. Yeah, the issue is like I don't know. Any foreign food channels popping lately? Not that I know of. I don't really watch foreign content, so I'm sure maybe. I think what the fuck is his name? Fast Good Cuisine does pretty well. For Russia, its ad market was so interesting. Yeah, the market was interesting, and there's also a massive market because it's not only just like Russia, like Ukraine watches it, Kazakhstan, like all these channels, like all these other countries also watch it. So like you have a pretty large, like the addressable market is like the same addressable market as not English, but like US. So. Yeah. Very good French YouTuber. Yes, Fast Good Cuisine. He's the only French YouTuber I know. The only one. So, but he has some cool videos. Yeah, this is true as well. Yeah. Tons of immigrants watch as well. That's true. Yeah, Russia. I always thought the Russian market was really interesting. The Russian market also has some interesting like ideas come out of it, but like it's basically just a black hole now. You say it very well. Fast Good Cuisine. It's all my time in Europe. In Europe. It also helped that I had a boss that spoke French for like 3 years. What is the context of that clip, bro? Mr. Bryce, how's it going? Hey, I have a music reaction channel. Do you think it's smart to take videos I've already done under the same artist and repackage them as a new compliment? Yes, 100%. You should also do a blindfolded reacts. Blindfolded reacts to like popular like people slash like up and coming people is really good. You should do a blindfolded reacts to Pete and Bass. They're like, I'm not gonna give you like, I'm not gonna like spoil it if you know who Pete and Bass are, but blindfolded reaction to Pete and Bass would bang. Is Temu's topic still good for views? I recently did a Temu video that did 7 million. So yeah, I think so. I think you have to find a good angle, to be honest. But yes, I like the Temu topic a lot. I still am a big fan of it. How many play buttons? Many. 12, I think, in total. I'll be honest. I'll put it this way. If I don't get another play button ever again, I'm totally cool with that. I low-key don't have space for more play buttons. And also, like, after you get one, like, when I had 5, I was like, this is the shit. And then I have, like, 12 now. Now it's like, I don't really feel a whole lot when I get one. Also, they made them smaller, which is like, what the fuck, bro? So... as for like the raw authentic videos, I'm a big fan of those. I'm a really big fan of those. Yo, timepiece trading, hit my line so we can fix this thumbnail, bro. Let's fix this thumbnail, man. Let's fix this title. Let's just fix all of it, man. We're fucking up, man. All long form. Short form content is like brain dead and retarded. Truth nuke. Truth nuke. I gotta say, I do respect the guys that can like bang out 100 shorts channels and all of them do 100K. Like that's like pretty hard. Like I had a friend who's like one of the best like long form YouTubers of all time. Like I'm not gonna say who it is. I guess you could say long form strategist. Like he's like a goat. And he was telling me, he's like, dude, I'm doing short form and it's kicking my fucking ass. He's like, I'm getting 500 views a video and like I can get 50 million views a month on a long form channel. And I'm like, yeah, yep, it's a completely different game, bro. So I'm also very bad at shorts. I actually dislike shorts, but I'm also just bad at shorts. How do you feel about the consequence? How do you feel about the concurrence on? Oh yeah, how do you feel about concurrence on YouTube? If I'm in a niche with very few YouTubers but who get good views, should I be worried about new channels popping up making content inspired for mine? I mean, the short answer is yes, but like the long answer is no. I've always played short form. I just can't do it. I like it's like I think it's probably easier than long form, but it's also just like you kind of like have to like low key be like, I mean, you just have to be high key good at short form, and short form is complicated. Mr. Winter Clouds, the GOAT. Yeah, I'm live. I'm trying to do live a few times a week just to shoot the shit. But yeah, short form is way more difficult, I think. Like it's all about hook, like topic selection and interest, and it's just like it's a bit of a different game. Like I've always struggled with short form content. I've had some banger short form like pop off for clients, but like it's never been something that like I actively focus on. It's probably my weakest skill. It's just hard. It's just hard. I also am not interested in it either because I think it's like less impactful. Maybe one day I'll dabble in short form content. Yeah, but to answer your question, Yasmini? Is that Yasmin? Yeah, I think it's Yasmini. If you are worried about people coming into like, if you're in like a niche that has like some like bigger guys and like not a lot of competition and you're worried about people coming in, the simple answer is you can flood it. So like if you have one channel that does really well as a proof of concept, you get a second and third channel going. And I think that could do really well. And that way, like, you don't have to worry about other people copying your stuff or like coming in copying your stuff. You just copy your stuff before they do, and then you just increase saturation that way. You dilute quite a bit of your advantage on the first channel you start, but you insulate yourself from competition. So like, yes, you're like kind of taking yourself out of the game a little bit on your main channel, but overall, like, it's better for you to like own positions like 3, like 7 and 9 than someone else owning positions 3, 7, and 9. Does that make sense? That's only if you have the bandwidth to do it, though. That's how I think about it, at least. Like, if I could occupy 3 spots in the top 10 in my niche versus like only 1 spot, I'm taking 3 spots every time. Looking at AI longform, I'm currently trying AI longform and I don't love it. I also think I fucked up on the channel strategy there. The videos we should have been making are 30 minutes, 4K, and we're doing 10-minute videos at 1920 by 1080. So, yeah, that's my bad. That was a misinput, by the way. It was a misinput. So, I mean, is what it is. We're trying to rectify it, but like, I was spending $400 on a video with like, I had an editor generate AI clips and then like edit them together, and it just like, we should just like committed full on to like, we should just committed full on to only AI long form, and then like not pay an editor $400 to like bend us over, and then just fucking do it ourselves and spend like $50 a video. So yeah, but I think it could work. I'm still like pro on that channel. I still think that channel has like a lot of potential. I just think the execution like early on and the channel strategy early on like was not good, and like that was purely like a misplay. I also think spending $400 on a video, we made 2 videos and we spent $1,000 on 2 videos, and like they are just objectively embarrassing. Will we see this? We might see this. If I do a paid community, it will be when I get back from Tokyo. YouTube short form seems plagued by strikes. Is it less for long form? It depends. I think probably I don't have any issues with strikes, but I use very little reused content now. Like the strikes, like I also know like there's a lot of like content ID agencies that focus purely on short form because it's way easier to repurpose like content into short form and get views that way. So I know like there's like content ID agencies that crack down on it because it's like, I think it's probably like objectively harder to be transformative on short form. Where like long form, it's much easier to be like transformative, so it's harder to make a legal case for a strike or a takedown. So like it's less prevalent, but like there's more work that goes into making it compliant. If that makes sense. At least that's my experience. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but like I only have had 1 issue with like strikes and I got it resolved. Yeah, I still think that makes sense to go into that niche. I still think it can totally work. You'd have to like figure out what the angle is, but I still am like very pro like that. I think it's like very interesting. There's a guy that comes in here. I don't know if he's like he's friendly. I'm friendly with him. His name is Lessons from Anime. I think someone could easily do lessons from gaming and do it that way. I think it would crush. There's a lot of like one-off gaming content, like how like this game helped me like get over my grief for my dead child. That's not the exact title of the video. But like that's like the premise of the video. And like that video did well. So like there's a lot of like I think objective like videos you could do that are like lessons from games and like what they teach you. And I think that'd be like really interesting. So, but as for the paid community, I'm like toying with it in my mind. I need to pay taxes. So paid community is basically just there for paying taxes. But if I did a paid community, I would do it like I'm not gonna do anything revolutionary, but I'd have 2 tiers. So tier 1 would be $99 a month, 1 call a week, then plus like daily chat support. And then like tier 2 is $1,000 a month, and you get 1 one-on-one call with me for an hour. Plus like direct access to me and my team for questions. I got an Inoth in mine. I have to appeal it tomorrow. Don't think I have a chance. Yeah, Inoth is cooked. depending on how egregious this is, you're fucked. I've been able to successfully appeal some stuff like that in the past. And like the way in which how I was able to appeal it was pretty straightforward. I just got the licensing rights to the content, so it was fine. But it was reuse. I guess it wasn't inauthentic. It was reuse. So I was like, actually, no, I actually own this content. Here's my licensing agreement with the creator. So. But it's AI cooked. Well, I think the issue with AI content, it depends on how AI it is. I think, I don't know if this is a hot take. Again, friends with Neil Morris. I think VidRush channels should be like cooked. I think those channels should be hit with inauthentic content. But if you're doing like AI 3D, I think AI 3D is totally 100% completely fine. I don't mind AI 3D at all because it's like the difference between AI 3D and like 3D is like you're just using an AI software to generate the 3D images and scenes instead of Blender. I think that's totally fine. I think the Investor's Kitchen is a good paid community, but it's like a lot of like beginners guys in there. Do I use Hyperwallet for my AdSense payments? No, I just take bank transfer. I blew up the skeleton shit. What's the skeleton? Is that the 3D like skeleton stuff? Well, you got your first payment. I mean, if you're using Hyperwallet, it might be cooked, but it's also 320. It's a Friday. You're not going to get that money until Monday. Let me just go check my bank account to see if I got the payment. Because usually payments go out on the 21st. And if you get a payment on Friday, like it's almost never going to get sent until Monday. Because of how business banking works. Log into Mercury. I will say I think short form is more scalable than long form. The only reason I'd ever want to get into short form is like the scalability. Oh, I did get paid. Wait, did I get paid? When did this money come in? Oh, it's always been in there. Okay, I did not get paid. I just never took the money out. Whoops. I did transfer money in, but no, I have not been paid by YouTube yet. That should not be it should. I just put my bank account info in. Yeah, it could nerd, but we haven't faced that issue, and it's really like we don't. So I think like we should do some like reframing because we're not making like. Let me explain this. We're not making content about what anime is trending on the season. We're finding a format that we like a lot, and then we figure out based on the format, are there any anime that are trending this season that we can do? And if the answer is yes, then we put it in. So it's not content about what anime is trending. It's like what format is trending that we can then like use like the anime of this season that's trending as a backdrop. is the best way to describe it. So like people are more coming for him in the formats rather than the anime being displayed. So I think it's actually like a pretty good solve for the like specific issue of audience segmentation based on like trending like anime. So it's not like anime specific. It's like formats. It's like it's really like kind of like his brand. Like like low-key, it's almost like a miracle that it worked out that way. Because like most people do follow that issue, like the 100 or like 1000 or like 100 or whatever his name is, like and like Broken Ronin are like kind of trapped in like a bubble, which is unfortunate. Like those channels could like be like way larger than they are if they just locked in. But like they just like stuck to like one specific thing, and like now they're, I don't want to say they're fucked, but like it's harder for them to escape that like orbit. All right, that's the last question I'm taking. All right, it's been 1 hour. Hour-long stream is over. It is over. It's been fun. I will see you guys in the next one. I don't know if there's going to be a next one, admittedly. When it's going to be. I'll just do it daily when I feel like it.